what, as a city council person, you would do about it moving forward? And do you agree with how the city's handled it so far? And what would you do differently if you could?
Okay, in 1 minute. Homelessness is a nationwide problem. There is no easy answer. There is no cure for being homeless. Homeless is not a crime, especially the 9th District just brought a decision out that says homeless is not a crime. We have a shelter, and right now it's a winter shelter. We need to look strongly at opening up that year-round. We need to strongly look at taking care of our homegrown homeless people and keeping the transit people on the road, keeping them out of Ukiah. Those are all part of the Margaret report and part of their recommendation. So there's a lot of things that the city is doing well, especially on the law enforcement side of it. You know, they are citing people who are trashing our waterways, who are not being environmentally sensitive. Is there more we can do? Yeah, if we had millions and millions of dollars. A lot of jurisdictions have thrown billions of dollars and not been successful in solving the homelessness. And I have to stop.
Okay.
If you want to talk more about it, give me a call.
Well, I'm sure there'll be other questions on that. Mr. Orozco.
I read the Margaret report, very extensive, and there were very good recommendations there. Truly, we do need a lot of services for homeless that they may not be getting in order to graduate them out of their situations. And each one seems to have a unique need. And it's what I believe we need to look at. Housing for them, definitely, we need to have more, because that's what is keeping us from moving them out of our backyards or wherever they're staying. I personally have people around my neighborhood, and I would like them to be in a better place than where they are. And so housing and services, mental services to graduate them out of their situations.
Thank you, Mr. Haynes.
One of the first things that the Margaret report talks about is coming to a common nomenclature. Different silos have different words that they use that mean different, or the same words that they use to mean different things. So his point was come to a common nomenclature. That is happening now. That's good, but it's just getting started. He also talks about the homeless management information system, getting our homeless people who utilize our services into a central database. And that's not happening. It's happening spottily, but I think the city should take a proactive approach. One of the problems is people don't get paid for entering data into the HMIS. And so if the city could have somebody that would facilitate that, if we could pay somebody to do that and go around to the different areas where the homeless are accessing services and get them into that database, that would be a big step forward.
Thank you, Mr. Travis.
What we have with homelessness is such a real dimension issue. There's so many levels and dimensions of homelessness, and they can't all be treated the same way. You're going to waste a lot of money trying to treat a mental health homeless person the same way as you're going to treat somebody who's, homeless because their, car broke down and they had to fix the car rather than pay the rent. So for me, I think that, again, we have a lot of empty buildings, and then we have a lot of retired professionals in this community who are really bored, and they're great teachers. And they're amazing teachers. And then we have people who need to learn better work skills. And so you put those two together in one of these empty buildings, call it whatever you want to, put whatever you want on the outside of it. But get people feeling really good about who they are again, and create some real healing for some of those who really want to get back in the working community and contributing to their community. And for the other ones, I think we're looking at a mental health facility.
Thank you, Ms. Mulheren.
I think one of the most challenging community conversations that we have is homelessness. And that is where we need to work better together as a community to not only talk about collaboration with the nonprofits, but to talk about collaboration with government and how the funding streams are, how the money flows down to the nonprofits, how our community sees the nonprofits, are both key to helping with the homeless problem. I think that that's the community conversation from folks that just want to help somebody to the ability to actually achieve taking the steps to get somebody out of homelessness, whether that's through mental health treatment, whether that's through addiction treatment, or whether that's through job training, or the sheer lack of housing that we have here and again across the entire country. So more collaborative effort is what's key for the homeless problem.